Good day. Today I will be covering another subchapter of chapter 6, which is solving a simultaneous linear equation using substitution method. Yeah, okay. Let's move to the questions, yeah, examples. So let's say we have a equation x plus y equals to 4 and another equation which is 3x minus y equals to 0. So let's say we are given two equations where each equation have two variables. So this can be called as a simultaneous linear equation, yeah. But ultimately, we need to find the value of x and y. So what I will cover today is I will use a substitution method, yeah, to find this x and y value. So first step would be naming it as equation 1, yeah, and the second equation as equation 2. Use a substitution method to solve this. You need to make idea of the equation, yeah, in the following form. Let's say a, we need to make it as ay plus b, and y, we make it as cx plus d. Yeah, similarly, yeah, equation 2, you have to transform to one of this form, yeah. So let me circle this. This is what we are looking at, yeah. Either one of the equation, we need to transform to this form, yeah. So let's say we take a easier equation to transform to this form, which is from equation 2. Transform it as y equals to 3x. Means we move y to the right hand side, so we change the value, and therefore y is equals to 3x. So after transforming this, we name this as equation 3, yeah. So how do we solve? What's the next step will be? So we have to substitute, yeah, equation 3 to equation 1. Yeah. So we have x plus y, yeah, this is y equals to 4. So you have to rewrite equation 1 and substitute the y equals to 3x to the y at equation 1, yeah. So we will have 4x equals to 4, x will be equals to 1, okay. So once you solve this, you have to find the value of y, yeah. And to do this, the easiest way to do this is to substitute x equals to 1 to equation 3, okay. So y will be equals to 3 times x, and y will be equals to 3. So this is the solution, yeah. Okay, since I've transformed equation 2 to equation 3 in y equals to x form, so let me show you. Let's say I'm transforming equation 1 with x equals to the equation, yeah. So let me rewrite this equation as x plus y equals to 4 equals to equation 1. Say we have 3x plus 3x minus y equals to 0 will be equation 2. Since now we are using x equals to 4 minus y, so we have transformed equation 1 to x form, yeah. So x is the answer for the equation we are looking at. So once we have transformed to this form, what we'll need to do next is we have to substitute equation 3 to equation 2, okay. Substitute. Okay, so how do we do that? rewrite equation 2, okay, 3, so x, we have to replace with the x from equation 3 minus y will be equals to 0. So you have 12 minus 3y minus y will be equals to 0. So you have 12 minus 4y equals to 0. So for y equals to 12 and y will. Okay, so what we need to do next is we have to find the value of x, yeah. So to do that, we have to substitute y equals to 3 to equation 3. This is the easiest way to find the value of x, yeah. You can substitute to any of the equation to get the value of x, yeah. So x will be equals to 4 minus 3, so x will be equals to 1. As you can see, both way will provide you a similar answer, yeah. X equals to 1, x equals to 1. So we have y equals to 3, y equals to 3. Okay, so it does, so it all depends on whether you use the rules correctly, yeah. As far as you use the rules correctly, it doesn't matter which equation that you want to transfer it and substitute to the another equation to get the answer, yeah. So I've shown you how different variables being made as the substitution equation, and both will have will end up with the same answer, yeah. Okay, so with the similar equation, I will show you how to solve this using elimination method, yeah. So let's say we have x plus y equals to 4 and 3x minus y equals to 0. So x plus y equals to 4, 3x minus y equals to 0. So this we have to repeat the first step, namely that's equation 1 and 2. So now we are using an elimination method to solve this, yeah. So to use the elimination method, we need to eliminate those equation 1 and 2 with the same variable, right? You have to eliminate one of the variable. So in this case, easiest is to eliminate the variable y, yeah, because y having the same coefficient, but the sign is different, yeah. One is positive and negative. So whenever you have a positive and negative sign, you will need to add up both equation, yeah. 1 plus 2. So this will provide you an equation which is 4x, okay, plus y plus minus y will be 0 equals to 4. X will be equals to 4 divided by 4. X will be equals to 1. Okay, so this will be the solution for x. And how do we actually what we will do next is we have to use this x value and substitute to one of the equations to get the value of y, yeah. So to do that, we have to substitute x equals to 1 to equation 1, yeah. So 1 plus y will be equals to 4. Y will be equals to 4 minus 1, and this will be 3. What if we choose another way around to eliminate this equation, which is x? So I rewrite this equation, yeah. X plus y equals to 4, equation 1. Then we have 3x plus y equals to 0, equation 2. to eliminate the value of x, what we need to do is we have to multiply equation 1 to the number of 3. Why we are doing so is because equation 2 we are having the coefficient of 3. So to change equation 1 to have a similar variable to and coefficient of equation 2, we have to multiply to 3. Yeah, so we will have 3x plus 3y equals to 12. Okay, this whole thing you have to multiply by 3. Yeah, so then we have equation 3. So with this we can actually now eliminate equation 2 and 3. So let's say we have now we have a same coefficient and same sign of the variable and coefficient. Yeah, now we should proceed to the next step to eliminate this. As you can see, the earlier steps that I used to solve this is I add up equation 1 and 2. Yeah, for this equation we need to minus out. Yeah, equation 3 minus, sorry, it's better to use equation 2 minus out equation 3. So once we do this, we will actually minus out 3x minus 2x will be 0. So we will have negative 4y, because negative y minus 3y will be negative 4y. So 0 minus 12 will be minus 12. So y will be equals to minus 12 divided by minus 4, and this will be equals to 3. Okay, what we need to do next is we have to substitute y equals to 3 to equation either of equation. Yeah, let's take equation 1. So we have 3 plus x will be equals to 4. Okay, so we will have x equals to 4 minus 3, x will be equals to 1. Okay, from here you can see that y is same, yeah, and the x is same. So either of the, it's up to you how do you want to do the elimination. As long as you follow the rule correctly, you will get the same answer. You can either eliminate y or you can eliminate x. But let's say you are eliminating a variable, you have to make sure that they have the variable will be having a same coefficient, yeah, between both equations. If it's not same, you have to multiply to a value that will make it same. Yeah, for example, for this example we multiply by 3. Yeah, you can see this one we multiply by 3, so that we can make this same. Yeah, so when it's same, then you can minus out or plus. So when both are same, the sign are also same, you have to minus out. Let's say both having a different sign, one having a positive and one having a negative sign. So on this case you have to add, because this actually represent plus y plus minus y. So this is equals to 0. As for this, you will have 3x minus 3x. So this is equals to 0. That's why the first example, yeah, I have to add up, and the second example I have to minus out. You can see the answer will be similar to what we have done for substitution method. Yeah, x equals to 1, y equals to 3. Okay, so I will advise you can choose at least you have to know one of the method, yeah, to solve a simultaneous equation. Thanks. Okay, we have the substitution method to solve this. So what you need to do is you have to name equation 1 and equation 2, yeah, for the questions given. And the next step will be you have to make either of the equation to a x form or y form. Yeah, so you can pick any of the equation. I think probably we can use equation 2. Yeah, so what we can do is we can make 9x minus 3 equals to 2y. Yeah, so we have 2y, we move it over to the right hand side, we move it to the left hand side. So when you move the equation across the equal sign, you have to change the sign of the coefficient and variable. Yeah. So this will be the equation 3. Okay, and another rule that you need to know is when you change the position totally, yeah, from left to right and right to left, there's no change in the sign. Yeah, so this will apply only if you change completely. Yeah, so let's say like this case, you change completely 9x minus 3 to the right hand side and 2y completely to the left hand side, so there's no change in the equal sign. Okay, so why I'm changing this is, normally we will want to put the y at the left hand side. Yeah? So we have this 9x minus 3 equals to 3. 2 is equals to equation 3. Yeah? So what we'll do next is we have to substitute equation 3 to either, since you have changed from equation 2 to equation 3, so you have to substitute equation 3 to equation 1. Okay, so what you can do is you have to type you have to write back equation 1 for x plus 3, then the y you have to substitute in x minus 3 divided by 2. This will be equals to 12. Okay, how do we solve this? Easiest is, normally we just times up the value of 2. Yeah, so this one is part of the algebraic understanding. Yeah, equation understanding. So it times up the 2, you will get 8x plus 3 times 9x and 3 times negative 3. So you have 27x minus 9 equals to 24. So you have 35x equals to 33. X will be equals to 33 divided by 35. Okay, what we need to do next is we have to substitute x equals to 33 per 35 to equation 3 preferable. Yeah. Okay, so y will be equals to 9 times x to the 3 over 35 minus 3 divided by 2. So we will have 9 times 33 will be 297 per 35. So minus 105 over 35 divided by 2, 192 over 70. Okay, and this will give us 96 divided by 35. This is the final answer. Next, we will try to use the elimination method to see whether we can get the same answer. So we have similarly, we copy down back the question. 12 will be equation 1. Then we have another equation which is 9x minus 2y equals to minus 3. This will be equation 2. So to solve this, yeah, we have to change both of the variable to the lowest common factor. Yeah, and the easiest to do this is by changing the y to the common factor of 6. Yeah, because 6 is the lowest common factor. So to do that, since to change this to 6y, we have to multiply by 2. Yeah, equation 1 have to be multiplying by 2, and this one, equation 2, have to be multiplying by 3. Yeah, so equation 2 have to be multiplied by 3 so that we can get both in the same coefficient and variable. Yeah. So when equation 1 multiplies by 2, we will have 4x times 2 will be 8x, and we have plus 6y, and it will be equals to 24. Yeah, so sine 2 is 24. And we have equation 2 times 3, then we have 9x times 3x will be 27x. Okay, minus 6y equals to 9. Okay, so how do we solve this? Next is, as you can see, the sign for the coefficient and variable is plus and minus, so we have to add the equation, yeah, because negative 6y plus minus 6y will be 0. So we have to add equation 3 to equation 4, okay? So we will have 35x, okay, at x plus 27x is 35x, 6y plus minus 6y will be 0, equals to 33, yeah, so x will be equals to 3 over 35, okay? So what we need to do next is, we have to substitute 33 over 35 to equation, either of the equation, yeah, you can pick. So let's say I pick equation 1, so we will have 4 times, yeah, this will be x equals to 4 times x, yeah, 33 over 35 plus 3y will be equals to 12. So 3y will be equals to 12 minus 4 times 33 is 132 per 35, yeah. So you have this whole thing, you shift it over to the right hand side, so you come from positive, you become negative, yeah. So 132 divided by 35 will be, then you have 12 minus 132 over 35, and you will have you will eventually have 288 per 35. So 3y will be 288 over 35, y will be 288 divided by 3, you will have 96, so you will have 288 divided by 3 times 35, yeah, this will be 196, so you will have the answer 96 over 35. Okay, so this is the answer for elimination method. So what we need to do next is, we have to verify whether this is correct, yeah. And how can we do that is, you just refer back on the earlier substitution method that we have done. So you see, the x is equals to 3 over 35, and the y is equals to 96 over 35. So it's the similar. Again, I explain, yeah. It doesn't matter how you do it, as long as you follow the rule correctly, you will eventually get the same answer. Either elimination method or substitution method, if you are given the same equation, you will still get the same answer. Okay, so hope these two example will help you, yeah, to understand the steps on solving a simultaneous linear equation.